season. Thought I'd do a quick update on our backyard gardening project. These topiaries were this week's addition and I love them. There are 2 of them in half whiskey, half wine barrels, depending on where you live, what they're called. They flank the fountain and I think they're perfect. The debate, and I think we all know what way it's going to go, is whether or not I put flowers in the bottom. And let's be real, I probably will. Ignore the mess here. Last night we had a little fire. Still chilly enough to need a blanket. I really like the way the little fire pit area turned out. We are going to get 2 more chairs so that we circle it. I didn't want to get them until I knew how much space there would be between the fire pit and this first whiskey barrel. But now I see that there is plenty of room. So that is probably in the next week or 2. That's what we will be doing. Let me come around here. Rabbit area is still the same for now. It may be moved, but not right away. I have too many other things to do. I've just kind of made a little barrier with plants, of course. Moved my green stock tower here. Shade garden is filling in so well. The hellebores that I brought from the old house started to bloom. They bloom forever. I have not clipped any of them. The 2 in the front here, there's actually 3 in here. This one has its first bloom. The other one does not. There's a hydrangea back there and some foxglove, japonica. This is a David Austin rose and it gets enough sun to flower because I've already had a couple. I lined the front here with primrose and they are just about to explode. That will be pretty. Another rose. This is a mystery plant. I actually have 4 or 5 columbine that will be tucked in here. So I am kind of just waiting to see what pops back up from the previous owner. Look at the foxglove. Aren't they getting huge? I think they'll be fine here. Nobody knew what I was talking about when I said I wanted to grow foxglove in the desert, but that's what I meant. I have a few roses in here. Iceberg has already started to bloom, but they are the workhorse of any desert garden. I added Shasta daisies from my mom's in here. I had to cut them back because I did transplant them. I have verbena here in the front. And then this rose was from the previous owner. And it looks to be a pink one. Now we moved in November, so there were no blooms. You can see my grapevine, which will be my living screen to give my neighbors some privacy from my gardening exploits. My early morning coffee is going to be fine. I'm hoping we get some good growth out of it this year. Hollyhocks are looking good. This is a chrysanthemum. This is the one I had in the old yard that just exploded everywhere. I put ranunculus bulbs in. They are finally coming up. I'm hoping I get a bloom out of them. I have some basic Iceland poppies in here. Status that I brought from our old house. Those are Santa Barbara daisies. Some people call them Mexican daisies. I'll give you a quick peek at the living rock garden. Those plants that I placed in between the rocks. I mentioned it in a video a ways back. This is a mandevilla. Got hit by the frost, but it's still alive. New growth. I put these nice tall posts. There'll be another shield. There goes Jackson barking at somebody who dares to walk by. Artichokes, California poppies, What else is in here? Dianthus gabbiosa, marshmallow, not the medicinal kind, it is an ornamental. This is one of the Japanese maples we brought from the old house. I don't think it's going to make it. It has 2 more weeks to produce a leaf. If not, we're going to get a very small crepe myrtle for here because I do need something. I'll show you, the other one made it. These plugs here, I just dropped wildflower seeds in planting containers because I didn't know where I wanted them to go, but I wanted to get them in the garden. And so we'll see. This is one of those experiments. That's Black-Eyed Susan. I just put that in this weekend. Pincushion flower. There are 3 of these and they are going crazy. I'm getting ready to clip some for a little bouquet. My secret weapon, rabbit poop. It works wonders. More dianthus, and then behind the dianthus are coreopsis, so they will be taller. They are a perennial here, so they look small now, but they will grow. Here's the other side of the Black-Eyed Susan. Let me show you this here. So this is the center. It's flanked by Black-Eyed Susans on that side and Black-Eyed Susans on that side. In here is that coneflower. I bought 1 coneflower, goodness, on clearance at Lowe's in December, and I was able to get 3 plants out of it. And I thought only 1 survived, but no, they just went dormant. They are all actually going to come back. So that was a very pleasant surprise. So in the center here, and I will be getting 2 more full-size coneflowers for either side of this mandevilla. Oh, I didn't show you on the other side, but I did get some more status. I brought that 1, and I got another 6-pack. More artichokes that I spread on this, half on this side, half on the other side. So there is some symmetry. In numbers there is symmetry, but in plants there are some that will go on both sides. You know what I missed? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just so much to see. You can see where my entire budget has gone. That's why I've not shown much of the house. Back here, can you see it? That's my blackberry vine. And that also is a spreader, so it will take some of this area away here. Okay, where were we? This is the second of 3 Japanese maples we brought. You can see it's happy as a lark. So, yeah, I don't know what happened to the other ones. You just don't know. It was really cold here. I'm not used to being, I know, cold for us. Got into the 20s a few times, and that's really cold. And what I brought is not used to that. That's raspberry. So I have the 3 vines back here. These mallows will get whiter, and then these mandevillas will go up. I don't want a complete wall. I just want just a little softening. More hollyhocks. I did put in 3 lupin, but the rabbits have found them. So that stick was 1. Number 2 is halfway gone. And here's number 3, which they've started munching on, which is fine. They're like, I wanted them, but if that's all the rabbits have found so far, I'm doing good. That's hardy geranium. The calendula is doing so well. It has given me one set of flowers. I've cut it back and it is putting on another show. These are blueberries, and I put the blueberries under the pines because blueberries love acid soil and we are very alkaline here. So I'm hoping to fool Mother Nature just a little bit. I'm hoping that the pine needles have actually amended the soil. Patches of wildflower seeds that either Jackson has not stepped on or the rabbits haven't gotten. This little bird feeder was left here from the previous owner. And my pansies, still doing so pretty. This little guy, John, gave me a few Mother's Days back, or birthday back. So he actually, funny story with him, he did not come with us. I thought I had him and I didn't. I had to call the owner because John asked me, "Where's my snail that I gave you?" So I called the previous owners and they said, "No problem, come get it." So I had to go back, make a trip back, which is weird in itself. And we come for a full circle. Exciting. Sweet peas, I see the first flowers have formed. We'll see. I will share with you when they open up. So that is my garden. Still so many projects I have yet to do, but that's the fun of gardening. I hope the sun is out where you are and you're getting your hands dirty. I'll see you in the next video.